Okay.
Like how the first thing they heard was, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my god, I'm huge. Don't look at me.
What?
You didn't see that. I went to the wrong menu. There we go, I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Yuka was like inherently sniffing the screen at that point.
So,
Oh,
at
they
this
can
point in
hear you.
time.
Now they can hear you. My bad.
Okay. It's all good. At this point in time, as time thaws itself back out in this very strange and almost alien-like landscape, I believe we come back around, started this myriad of things. If I'm not mistaken.
I'm pretty sure I started it. The mirror, the
Yeah.
fake avatar.
No, it was you, then Kasha, then Hoshiko, and then Bowen. So, Yuka.
Yes.
This massive spirit creature, this wolf bear eagle, is, for all intended purposes,
Fucked up.
restrained and being beaten and fried from the inside in ways that are possibly a form of animal cruelty. You don't know. You're not sure what the rules are for spirit animals. At this point, though, what are you doing?
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna keep it tied down and go, whoa, 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 whoa. Guys, we don't know what... It could be a life cycle. We don't need to be killing this thing. I just wanted to restrain it. I've got this. Please don't murder the spirit animal unless the avatar tells us to. I mean, what did we name you again? She was supposed to be the avatar.
You named her, if I remember right.
You did. Wait, hold on. I gotta look for the name. Whoa.
I thought I named her and we went, no, we don't like that.
No. We all came down to something.
I don't remember what it is.
Come down to? What the hell did we come down to?
So hi chat, yeah. I will make a poll to see if people don't mind me at everyoneing for the YouTube things. Because they're not working and apparently no one's getting them.
Yeah? What about it? I'm a little worried.
I think you don't need to be worried about it.
Oh, I'm worried now.
No.
How is it not in the pins? How did we not? There we go. Found it. Oh.
An old forgetting to write down some notes in D&D.
We don't have a note taker. I just realized I don't think any of us are note takers. Oh shit.
Well,
We are the flaw.
We're the bad people.
Thankfully, I have a whole record on one side as what goes on in these things, but the names I put on an entirely different notepad, so I always have to look back between them. But yeah, it was Sahara. Thank goodness we have pins.
I felt the DM being our note taker is the bad idea, but what do I know?
And you'll just have to deal with it unless you start taking it.
You're not gonna convince me to be a better D&D player like that, shakes fist. You'll never be a better person. Yeah.
You'll rule the day. But until then, it was Sahara.
Sahara, okay. So let me rewind, back into character. I'm holding the thing down. Okay. Still got my water whip on. Not my water whip. What the fuck is it called? Is it called the Call of the Ocean? Crushing Grip of the Ocean. Crushing Grip of the Sea. I still have that activated. I'm keeping that concentrated. But I'm gonna yell out. Hey! Everybody! I was just wanting to say this thing, unless... I forgot her name again. Sahara. Unless Sahara says we need to kill this thing, maybe we don't just kill a spirit for no reason. Huh? I just wanted to hold it down so I wasn't holding the duck. Sahara? What do you want us to do?
As you say that and it pans over. Oh, what's happening?
Oh, I just blurted out. Mine was non-lethal.
Just blinded it. Everybody else beating it within an inch of its life. As the camera pans slightly over to Sakara, who's on top of it, grabbing at the orb that Kasha had made with Duck inside, trying to pull on it, um, frantically. She looks over at you with eyes sort of open wide. Yeah, don't kill it, because that would be very bad. And she's just tugging on it. But maybe open its jaws a little bit more.
And can I use my Crush of the Grip to try to open its jowls?
You can attempt, but at the expense that it might loosen the restraints for this thing.
You know what? I don't
try and
trust
beat
my
a very
ability
hasty
in this
exit.
skill, so I'm just gonna keep it grabbing. Okay, somebody else grip its mouth open without killing it. Takes too much concentration to hold this thing down.
As you're saying that, though, you do bear in mind, looking at it, specifically its stomach, it is still being lethally beaten by Hoshiko, who is in a fit of rage.
Hoshiko, calm down.
What?
Calm down. Splashes water with the little whip I have on.
I would say that at this point in time, Hoshiko, it's almost like not the chirping, but the buzzing of an insect is how it started. But the louder and louder it gained within your mind, you start to hear various things from your father. Mostly forms of disappointment vocally given to you whenever you would mess up a technique or fall short of a sparring session. And as they drift in and out of your ears, voices on the wind, it is hard to hear everyone else.
Can I legit?
Not entirely difficult.
Can I legit roll
What was
to
up?
splash a little bit of water from my thing that I'm using, just like a little
Absolutely.
sub tentacle? Okay, what do you want me to roll
you
for
can
that?
give me. Will you maintain this? Good-fashioned and good old.
Like, I still want to keep the hold
nitty-gritty.
on, but I just want to, like, maybe add a tentacle to either slap her in the face or...
Mm-hmm.
Fair. Give me creativity.
Any bonuses or anything? Penalties?
I would say that it's currently a penalty.
Or we'll say ooh pointy fingers were surrounded by mist ooh pointy fingers, which is H2O molecules. Ooh pointy fingers.
Pointy fingers. I don't know why your fingers keep pointing up into the sky, but yeah. So just roll it.
Okay. Oh, baby.
All right. So, while maintaining a very rigid focus on keeping this creature from lashing out at the horrible things being done to it, one of the tendrils closest to its front legs becomes slightly less strict, and you manage to shift the water out to splash into the face of Hoshiko.
Nice. No fire for you.
Super.
Get out of it.
Nice.
She's just gonna yell, snap out of it.
Did you say super effective? What?
It is against your type.
Is it a full moon? Are you stronger at night?
Oh yeah, is it a full moon? Am I
The
kicking
night-
ass
Not
and taking
at
naps?
all.
Damn it. Okay. I'm just gonna...
Night in the fair world?
I doubt it.
Mm-mm.
If the splashing of water doesn't calm down Hoshiko, I'll just say, someone tackle her and the other one get the thing out of its mouth.
Someone should like harangue me.
I
perhaps.
just splashed you in the fucking face. I can't do much more than that.
That is a
Tackle
form
the
of
princess.
harassment.
I was gonna say, I'll harass you more.
Give me a roll of passion, Hoshiko, as this happens.
More passion.
More passion.
More passion.
More energy. More energy.
More energy. Let's 0 to that. Solid. That's solid 10.
The water boils itself ever so slightly, or steams rather, on your face, and the voices double down. Every blow that you connect with this creature feels like it's not enough, like you're not hitting it with your full potential. like you're lesser than how you were previously, maybe a week ago. Like nothing's changed.
I'm gonna keep punching it. Just like slower, sure, but harder every time. Not looking at who splashed me, just keep punching down.
And as the haze thickens over Hoshiko, those of you behind you can see that the steam sort of wells up, and the fog that is all around you is more densely packed around Hoshiko. But Kasha, as Yuka is going out of her way to snap Hoshiko out of this, and kind of above you, on top of the head of this creature, Sahira is just tugging and pulling at the stuck sphere that you created around Duck. And at this point in time, you can see pain within the creature. Not so much in its eyes, as they're currently blinded by bouts of sand. But
PETA's
just
gonna be on our
in a
ass.
way that it's moving.
PETA's gonna come into the stream and kick our ass.
Fuck PETA.
Hey,
PETA can't do anything. They're full of hypocrites.
I
Fucking
ain't scared of no
factual.
hypocrite.
1 second. I gotta do this every time. Did you guys know that they kill more of their animals than they save? They have a 1% save rate last I checked. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
P just comes in. You're doing it wrong. You have to kill it faster and more
You're
viciously.
doing it wrong. You cut off the head and you watch it run around for a minute, then you try to save it.
I'm gonna get canceled.
we'll cancel them back, whoever it is.
It's fine. Nobody here likes PETA. You just find one PETA fan in your crowd of people.
No, it's like that one episode of Family Guy when they did the crossover Disney. The one PETA fan, everyone attacking them. I won't say why they attacked them.
Oh, I know which
If
one
you've
you're
seen-
talking about.
If you've seen Family Guy, you know what I'm talking about.
We are all going to hell. Anyways, back to D&D.
Asha. So at this point, what are you doing? What are your thoughts as this is taking place?
Okay.
I will point out that I did shout, somebody tackle the princess.
Okay. You said it was like a wolf-bird hybrid thingy, right?
Bear eagle.
Yeah, it is a bear wolf eagle. Just so it sounds more fluent. Wolf bear eagle is very hard. It sounds very Avatar, but I was like, bear wolf eagle is just
Yeah. It's
A
just
wolf eagle?
Fucking beagle.
bear wolf eagle. It's a beagle.
bear wolf eagle. Is it? No.
You said it was the one that kind of looked in pain, right? Not the duck or something.
Yeah, the duck seems like it's relatively fine at this point. In fact, it's sort of sitting almost cross-legged in a meditative sort of pose as it waits for rescue. It seems very much in its own element, inside of your element. But the beowulf eagle is just trying to tear itself away at this point. This food is not worth it.
Oh, Kasha gonna do is stupid. Alright, Kasha is like gonna cautiously go up. Like, you know when you see an animal, you're like, hey, it's okay. Like, arms up, try not to be threatening.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's like, I'm gonna get rid of that sphere. If you attack us, the sphere's going in somewhere you don't want it to. Comprende?
You threaten it as it's being bodyworked
Yeah.
by Hoshiko. It's like,
It's just like,
I
be
would say
gentle.
that.
That's
Yeah,
like
roll
a
me
fuck
harmony.
punching it.
Yeah, it's just with a +2 because your threat is enunciated by all of your friends beating the snot out of it.
So do harmony bonus +2?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll. Shit.
Well,
Oh. Oh no.
it cannot think straight right now. In fact, as you're trying to get it to understand you and calm down, the pain it's experiencing is just too much for it to bear, and it's lashing out itself. And in fact, its jaws is coming down tighter around the sphere.
Can I smack it?
Yeah.
like you know, like right, like upside the head, like you do it. Like, I don't want to say like you do to a child. That's not what I was trying to say. Like,
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
okay.
All right.
Tori would like to say a fun dog fact though. If it is it in its dog mouth,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
if you grab it by the roof of it, if I don't know if Kasha would know this, but you can grab it by the roof of its mouth, and it'll force it to open its mouth open because it'll be. So
Okay,
in
but
case
how big
Kasha
is
would
the
not know.
thing?
I would say that it's about 2 or 3 sizes bigger than your average.
I'm gonna get a picture of me doing it to Peach so you guys can see.
Brown bear.
Poor
Oh
Peachy.
god,
needed
yeah,
just
I
something.
ain't gonna try doing that to that thing's mouth. I was gonna say, if anything, if there's like a gap between the back rock and the mouth, we're just gonna shove a finger in there and hope it goes.
Okay. Yeah, it's got like
No.
the big body of a giant brown bear, and then the muzzle and like the face structure of a wolf, and then the wings of an eagle.
Alright. Nah, I still. Nah. You know what? No. Kosh is gonna try and gag the thing. She's usually just gonna try and shove a finger in its mouth to get it to, like, open its mouth.
Okay.
Just
So
punch
as you're
Angela.
Yeah.
as you're trying to keep your sphere protecting the duck, who at this point, if that sphere goes away, it's just getting snapped. I would say this would definitely be a matter of, yeah, relying on your skills and training. So roll that in your moves.
Once I find it. Rely on your skills.
Okay, I got a picture.
Oh, back.
Welcome back.
She got a treat for it, just so you guys know.
10.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, you with your hand smoothing around on the
Let me show chat the picture.
the mass of the orb. You reach a hand in to
So zoomed
grab at its uvula, or are you just smacking it upwards in the roof of its
Like-
mouth?
Like.
It's so zoomed in. I can't
I wanna-
unzoom it out. Oh god, I
I
zoomed in
wanna
further.
say, like, no.
In hand.
Like, probably, like, pushes the jaw upwards, not to, like, crush the rock already there, but just kind of, like, position it so that I could get, like, a better view of inside the mouth and we're gonna poke you right in there.
As you do so, whatever was maintaining its fear hold on the sphere is released. Its mouth goes wide. Its head jerks back, eyes snapping forward and open, despite the sand in them. And with a sort of audible pop, you see atop it Sahira sort of yank out the sphere and start tumbling behind the creature. She says, "I got it," and then she immediately says, "I don't have it," and she starts tumbling backwards. As her and Duck go tumbling, though, and the creature's mouth opens up, you can see a very good reason to let your hands kind of retract from its mouth, Kasha, as you see a flame kicking up inside of it.
Chat, this is
Kasha
what I
ripping
was
her hand
talking
out.
about. This doesn't hurt them or anything, it just makes them open their mouth.
Right. So as you shout that and you're retreating from this creature, we move back over to Hoshiko.
Miss Hoshiko back.
Oh yeah, no, I'm here.
I was really hoping for cinematic reasons you said yes, because I was like, if you didn't, we'll fall on the ground. No, cry a little, just a little. Um,
I'm here to worry not.
Did you see the funny picture of
thank you,
Peach?
thank you.
I did see the very
Mm.
funny picture.
It's
You
adorable.
grabbing Peach by the face.
I was trying to show people what that's how you get them to drop something. You don't go from the bottom of the jaw, you go for the top because it makes it go blah 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 blah.
You have to pry the jaw. Like, what are you eating? What are you eating?
Stop it.
No, that makes them run.
Grabbing.
I love that Peach was just so happy about it too. She's like, I don't care. She's the best example dog. Anyways.
She'll let you use her as a example for anything.
Mhm.
At this moment, Hoshiko, smoke is bellowing around your hands. Fire encapsulating each thrust of your fist into this thing's stomach. It's starting. Go on.
No, just punching it square in the chest.
In chest.
Harder.
If someone can I talk when it's not my turn?
You can, yeah. You
Okay.
can absolutely talk to her.
So while I'm holding the thing down, like if someone doesn't stop her, she's getting this thing next and just points at the whip that's holding the damn beast on there.
Yeah, as that echoes out, and amidst this very, very strange scene taking place, Hoshiko, in your mind, as it's mostly just background noise that is muffled, you can feel something welling within the creature itself. You feel a very familiar flame roiling from within, and you see its stomach starting to glow, not with your own pressing a fist, but a flame from within it is starting to announce itself. But rather than encourage fear within you, it simply makes you angrier. So I'm going to need you to roll once more for passion.
More passion.
More passion. More passion. More energy.
More energy. More energy.
Okay.
Less passion.
All right. So you are too focused to worry about trying to dodge what's coming next.
I mean,
You
I'm
are
fine.
simply-
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah. It's just a little fire.
Mm-hmm.
Just a torrent of flames.
It's a soft point.
That being said, though, as we move from Hoshiko, we go to Bowen. At this point, you've heard from Yuka, Bowen, and just the scene that's taking place at this point. The duck's been saved. Avatar's rolling off of the Beowulf Eagle, and at this point, you see Kasha going to run and sort of slide onto the ground after saying to hit the deck, and you can see why as this flame is emanating from within its jaws. And regardless of where it can see or can't see, it's just about to bellow out fire.
And Hoshiko is still like
Locked
going
in.
to town, not stopping, not running. Okay. I'm going to try to like kind of grab Hoshiko and run away from the bear. The beagle.
The wolf eagle.
The Weagle.
Weagle.
So as this is a contest of sorts, going to do, yeah. This will work out fine. Give me rely on your skills and training from you, Bowen, and also from Hoshiko.
Ew.
Let's go, Bowen.
Not the only one
Seems,
who is locked in.
Yeah.
Seems
I
like
said
it
we're
seems,
getting out of here.
seems like trying to capture Yuka has saved your booty cheeks. That's the training, folks. He's had to catch Yuka one too many times.
Tackling them and running away from danger.
would say another thing will come from that, condition-wise. But Hoshiko, roll me the same rely on your skills and training.
Okay.
I might just call it wrist from now on because that's kind of what it abbreviates to.
Is that real?
I mean, just look at it. It just says RYST. It's wrist, kind of.
Riced, perhaps. Also, I got a 5.
Okay, so
I think I won this.
it is a series of maneuvers between the two of you as Hoshiko, you are locked in on destroying this creature, and then another combatant comes from your peripheral, only sort of outlined vaguely in your mind. You're not really focused on them, you're focused on this creature, but as they go to move you out of the way, it's a series of ducks and slides, but unfortunately, your footing is ill-placed. The moves are more rigid because you were fighting this creature and prepared for something much larger than yourself. And so you're taken off guard and pulled away from it.
Whoa.
Very literally kicking and screaming. But pulled away you are, so the three of you are moving to get out of the way of this thing, which moves us back over to Yuka. Yuka, you see the fire at this point. It's about to spew one way or the other. What are you doing at this point?
Do I have time to get away?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just have to let go.
Oh, you're right. I have to let go, huh?
Correct.
If I let go, do I think it's gonna run? Like at
You
us?
have no idea what this beast is going to... Actually, you can. Give me harmony.
Ooh!
You have every just sort of fiber of your being telling you that it's going to shoot flame in order to make a way for itself to fly out of here or move in some trajectory up and over from the beating of its wings as it's about to shoot fire.
So does that make me think it's gonna be at us?
You know that's in the direction of the lot of you,
Fuck.
as you're the only thing stopping it from leaving.
Okay, I am gonna do a couple things if I am allowed, okay?
Yeah, tell me.
I want to use the mist around us, because we have mist around us, right? Does
Yeah,
it seem like it's
a
something
form
do
of
I
fog.
feel like I could bend that? Does it feel like H2O molecules? Because I just found out it's actually all about what molecules are around you, and I unintentionally was learning about Avatar.
It's really dope. I would say that in this particular sense, yes and no. It's mist and fog in the sense of how your mind perceives it, but it's
Mhm.
not actually those components.
Okay.
So it'll be a bit of a struggle to do, but you definitely can attempt it
Okay.
because you're all here, once again, physically as opposed to in a spirit-like form, whereas it would just kind of be
Yeah.
tough for everybody involved if you were all here as spirits.
Okay, so I'm gonna do
Or projections.
I'm gonna do a couple things, if they're allowed.
Mhm.
So I want to release the beast, but while I'm doing so, talk to calm it down. So you know how wait. So you know how I've been upsetty spaghetti because I'm real towards vengeance, right? Okay, I'm big brain in this shit. I'm big brain in this shit.
Here for him. Here for him.
Yuka's having a character arc moment, all right? So
Right. Ow.
she's slowly releasing, like bringing the water towards her. Okay, so she can use that water as well. And she's gonna say, listen, I'm letting you go. You don't need to attack us. You can just go, just don't come back. I don't know what got into my friend, but we don't want any harm. Next time I'll make sure these are on her. Just please don't hurt them. And walk away. I know what it's like to want vengeance. It's not a nice thing. Trust me, I felt awful. And when you get that vengeance, it doesn't work. And I don't even know if you're listening to me, because if you're a spirit, cool. If you're, I don't know what you guys do. Just please don't. And then as she's saying that, she's gonna raise a wall of ice between all of us, with the water that she has and any mist that she can collect with it.
Okay.
So like my imagination, how it's doing is like slowly dripping off the wolf, like, you know, the tendrils are detendralizing and coming into a pool in front of them, and then she's in like almost in like a earthbender motion, doing the like 2 fists up in the air to try to make a wall out of it.
Okay.
Because keep in mind, she's self-taught, so she would probably be trying to kind of mimic Bowen, and when she's seen him do walls in earthbending, so she's trying to make it more of a fluid motion, though, in a sense of an ice wall. Like, doing like bringing in the water, and then raising her fists up to be like, I'm strong, but I'm still flowing like water. Because what she's gathered from learning water bending is everything's much more fluid than it is with her other friend, her 2 earthbender friends, which is very hard and starred. It's very more like relaxing. Until she gets to the wall part.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, I know that was a lot of information. I just had a really cool thought
No.
in my head and I wanted to do it.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Give me plead in your moves.
I forgot this thing has technical damage! I forgot our emotions do shit in this game! Any bonuses or penalties?
I would say bonus.
Okay.
You get a bonus of +2.
Awesome. Woohoo!
Okay.
Nice.
So, as you bellow out the last of your words towards this thing, and the sand is finally cleared from at least one of its eyes to see you, there is a brief moment of understanding. And as the flames are geared to kick off, they catch for a moment and come out as more of a puff of fire. And as you pull up this wall of ice, the last thing you see in the sort of crystalline imagery of this creature is it batting its wings and making to fly out of here.
Okay. When it's gone, I'm just gonna re-put my water back into my little water bottle that I have.
And it goes.
Goodbye, Markle! Now, what's happening to my friends? Because the last time I saw there was an avatar going down the hill, a princess being tackled.
Well, the hill was a sentient creature. She rolled down it already. As you're kind of looking back towards Sahira, she's... I would think at this point when you hit the deck, Kasha, you kind of let go of the idea of keeping that spear in place for the duck. So at this point, there's just a duck in the arms of Sahira, who is gripping it like this is their last moment. And she just kind of looks to you, and from, I guess, as you're kind of pulling it back down, just like a thumbs up from the veil of water that's trickling back into your canisters behind your back.
Mm-hmm.
Looking over to Hoshiko is entirely different, going from happy and at peace to violent and ready to fight. Yeah, at this point, Hoshiko, I would say that this relies very specifically on you and what turns on and turns off the gears of rage, so to speak, for you, as you were pulled away from the thing that you were trying to take out all of your vengeance on, exactly, or this, not so much vengeance, but just these thoughts of inadequacy and voices of your father that are still poised like blades whenever you think about them. And the targets may have
Good
changed.
night, Markle. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out.
The feeling remains as you get up very hastily, having been pulled away by Bowen. Where's your mind right now, and what are you trying to do?
Do I recognize that Bowen pulled me off?
Yeah,
I recognize that the monster is gone.
correct. You can see it flying
Okay.
off with a flick of your eyes.
I'd like to try to calm down.
Okay.
And be like, wow, well,
A question.
wipes fist. Oh, almost lost my cool there.
Almost.
Almost lost
Yeah.
my cool there.
This was not my intention.
Hold on.
Such violence was not my intention.
Sakura, question.
Answer?
So you know how I smacked Hoshiko with water?
Correct.
Is there still water on her face?
No, that all turned to steam and
Okay, I
sort
figured.
of evaporated.
I just wanted to make sure, because if so, I was just gonna recall the water from that just to freak her out.
Whoa.
Horrifying.
It all comes back to the
Your guys' sweat, it's mine. Hand it over. I'm running low.
Not more sweatbending.
Ew.
Not like
Hey!
this.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Don't bend
You're
my
right.
what? It's weird.
They do that in Avatar. They bend the fucking sweat.
There has to have been someone after Katara that did that.
Oh, 100%. Oh, also, another question. Last question. Can my insecure be gone? Because it does say take a foolhardy action without talking to your
Yeah.
companions, and I definitely did not.
Yeah, no, you.
And I definitely
absolutely
100%
can
was
clear
like, please let this work. Please let this work. Please let this work.
that.
And can I go one up
Giving
to
entire-
forgiveness? Ooh, pointy fingers?
That.
I feel like she's not so
is going to
angry
be a
anymore.
roll.
I feel like she's calming the fuck down.
Roll me live up to your principle.
Oh, where's that at again? Ah, there it is. Any bonuses or penalties?
None.
Yeet. Let's go.
Yeah. Also, if you had a fatigue, minus that, or rather retract it.
Hell yeah! I did that a second ago. I was like, wait a minute, I don't think I should have this anymore. Works at. Almost
yeah,
not
as
vengeful.
you-
I'm almost not Batman anymore.
Almost. You've lost your edge, Batman.
Good!
So yeah, at that point, as you start to sort of come down from that rage, Oshiko, vocally you're saying one thing, but internally, where are you at the moment?
Very angry that I didn't get to kill the thing that I was trying to kill. I'm angry that I didn't get to finish off the thing that was taunting me. You know, telling me that I'm worthless, telling me that I'm not good enough. That I couldn't show my father, in parentheses, that I was better than him by beating this random spirit monster dragon.
Spirit?
Spirit?
Bear, wolf, eagle.
This bear beagle thing.
Weagle.
The beagle!
Weagle.
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 Weagle. I'm slightly annoyed at Bowen for having tackled me. I didn't even notice that Yuka hit me in the face with water.
No.
Hojiko does not notice that, no.
Good, because I'm gonna do it again. Wait till I get down there.
Save your water.
Fortunately though, that Hajiko is not like angry blind to Bowen being her friend. So otherwise, she probably would have punched him in the face, or at least tried to. Successfully, who
I don't
knows?
know.
Probably not, but tried to. At least.
The way that all of you roll, it is everything, including a guess as to what would go on. Okay. Duly noted. With that being said, checkmark angry if you don't already have that.
Gotcha. Roger.
Roger.
Where is angry? There it is. Because it's good. Oh. All right.
Okay. With that being said, though, as all of you come back into yourselves, in a sense, and are just sort of coming down from that point of adrenaline, the only things that you really hear are one, Sahira checking on the duck, and then the other is the duck speaking.
Can I slide down like a badass down this hill as that's happening?
Well, you're all in this little valley, so
Let's
you're
say they all tumbled. I just want to go down with them because I didn't move. I just stayed where I was.
okay.
Okay, I'm gonna slide down, and then immediately when I hear the duck, I'm gonna face palm. Not face palm, like face plant into the dirt. Because I'm just so shocked. Like, wait a minute. Bat.
As the
Ow!
book sort of begins. You've made fine friends. Little odd, but very fine friends.
I'm sorry,
He
the
looks
duck
to the lot of
talks!
you.
She's just gonna say, like, rubbing the dirt off her face.
The duck moving its way, instead of waddling, very carefully walking towards you, as if to offer a feathered arm
And
to
then
help
I'll
you
walk
up.
to the
Oh,
avatar stand.
apparently
You
anything and
take
everything.
this feathered
I am gonna
wing.
take the feathered wing.
It pulls you up.
Oh, what
It
the?
is smaller than you.
I'm gonna blink a couple times and go, wait! I read that a lot of avatars have spirit, like, not spirit guides. What are they? The animal companions. Is that what you are?
I once was one, yes.
Once?
Once.
Are you dead? Am I talking to a ghost?
No, well, if I were the avatar that you speak of, then that would be a very correct estimate. But as myself, no, it's simply that they've gone on.
Oh. I'm so sorry. What star did you know? Fangirl mode activated.
As you go to ask this question, he's about to answer, but then a very mighty gust of wind pushes through, and I'm going to need just sort of all of you to give me harmony for one moment.
Mm-hmm. Fucking go. You could fucking go to him tonight.
Knocking it out.
Hey, we all.
How do we all three ace
I'm
all
so
dead?
proud of us.
Yeah. I think that's
Three
part
of
of
us
the
got
group
fucking ace.
saying that no one failed. Like,
That's insane.
How about all three? Canonically, those three just all held hands, and then you could just put ice at her feet.
They just went 8.
It's gotta be something special for all three of them getting 8. I think we've
Good
stunned Sakura.
grief.
Yeah, there it is.
just group.
Those. You're all just amazing.
Wow.
It's just
What a
how
roll!
it is.
What a roll to all match too. We're all just very harmonious with each other.
Love it.
So yeah, no one is picked up by this rolling gust of wind, but most importantly, as you're buffeted by it, all of you feel a variety of things all at once.
Oh boy.
It is never a set stone of things. Various emotions well up within you, back to back, but you retain how you previously felt before that bout of wind rolled through.
Can we get out of here?
So you are otherwise normal. What's up?
Yuka's just gonna be like, can we get out of here, please?
That would be for the best. As the
Don't think I'm done with you, Duck. You were
begins
gonna
to roll away.
explain to me who you were with. Good night, Joe.
Good night.
Emotions.
Emotions. chose osmosis.
As a lot of you are uh, moving through this place, I would say that things sort of echo off of the walls. They continue to do so, and you can hear voices off in the distance, but whenever you look or whenever you adjust your ears, they disappear or dissipate. Until you eventually make your way to what looks to be some form of something similar to a temple of sorts here in this valley. Do me a favor and move up to that bamboo looking beam below you.
Oh, I'm trying to grab Tori. Thanks.
Yeah, and then just enter it. Just slide down. Yeah. Perfect, perfect. Everybody's in? Good. And then the door closes. No.
Cue the boss.
So, and then for some reason, a giant dragon just descends down.
Well, nice knowing y'all.
And it challenges you all to a game of chess.
I can kick its butt. I am a wizard at chess.
Nice, but it's Kasha.
No.
Well, thankfully you don't have to fight a dragon at chess. Instead, as you're walking through, all of you see the sort of inner workings of this temple. It is, as you walk through, entirely comprised of walls made of bamboo, and the flooring is a sort of stony surface covered by moss here and there, as the bamboo has walls of leaves covering this way or that way around them. Most importantly, though, you see that there are a set of buildings, each building marked with the image, or rather the icon, of a specific element. Just below you, or rather ahead of you, is one that looks to be of air. Off to the side, the next building, Yuka's next to at the moment, looks to be one of water. Further down,
Ironic.
And we love some, just funny little
You can
topography
double-click
play.
your character, and it'll pull up your character sheet.
Nice.
Sorry,
I've always been like dragging it over from the actors.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I do that myself, so I never thought to say it, but yeah, you can do that if you want to. I would say that as you're kind of looking through the next building ahead, off in, let me see if I can direct you, going from the vision of Hoshiko, the building in this direction, which would be, I gotta flip up my compass in my mind, because you're all looking north at the moment. So I would say that northeast is a building that looks like it has the emblem of fire on it.
Over here?
Yes. Thank you for also flipping up your brain.
Oh.
And I meant earth, not fire.
Oh. Earth, wind, water, and fire.
It's a matter of brown versus red. My color tempo is never on point. But yeah, as all of that is something that you sort of see as you go through here, you also see that this place has been maintained to an extent. It looks as though time has definitely had its way with the walls, but the flooring and the buildings themselves, the ones that you can see at least, seem to be in perfect condition. The duck looking to you, Yuka, as the lot of you are walking through. Tell me, have you ever heard of the avatar named Gun?
Sakura, have I? Probably. She's a fangirl. She's read over a lot of them, but if this one was held secret.
It's the one right after Juan, so that depends on if
right
you
after
cared
Juan.
enough to...
Oh, she would have known
Yeah.
about anything that the public would have known. Maybe a little bit more because I could see her sneaking into libraries trying to find more information. You go, isn't that the second avatar?
Yes.
I don't know much about him, but I know of him. I know the orders. I only know more. I know a lot about Juan because of what Korra released, and I know about Koichi and all of them, and pretty much Koichi and no, what's the Airbender one before Aang? She's actually saying that. She's trying to think of the thing in the name. She's gonna Young Chen after and after. I know all those ones pretty well, but yes, I know the second kinda. I don't know what his deal was.
Wait, before Aang?
Yeah, Yang Chen was before Aang.
I thought that was Roku. Or
No, I'm talking like the first air or the Airbender before Aang. So the other Airbender.
Oh, the Airbender,
Yes,
not Avatar.
not
Never
Avatar.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
after
you
Yang
see,
Chen, there's
that
a few
was
people
Kasha
between
trying to
her
help.
and Aang.
Kasha just goes,
Okay.
don't you mean Roku?
No.
Not the Avatar, the Airbender. Oh.
But yeah, I kind of know of him. Was that who you were too?
Yes. As he looks to you. It was quite some time ago, but...
You must tell me everything. Where's my notebook? It starts digging in her fucking bag.
As the duck goes on to tell you about the poet, the engineer that is Gun, Sahira just kind of sighs as she's walking, probably more along the lines with the three of you as Yuka and the duck are moving probably at the front of the group at the moment. Sahira just looks to whoever is closest, which I would assume, given the way that this is put together, probably be Bowen. I'm so sorry. He's a bit of a history buff.
So is it's fine.
Oh no.
we may never get them to put it this way.
Saved him only to lose him again. She just kind of says. But I would say that, yeah, as you kind of see these structures and Yuka and Duck, who will always be known as Duck, continue on. I would say there is a bit of a calling towards yourself, Bowen, and also Yukasha. Not towards any of these buildings that are around you, but deeper into the temple. It's mainly just a gut feeling that your body is kind of telling you the direction it wants to go, but whether or not you act on it is entirely up to you.
You said there's a like water temple logo thing too, right? That was right next to me.
Correct.
It's a temple, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll wait until they decide what they're gonna do, and then I'll say my little thing.
It is this direction right next to you.
Okay. Yeah, once they decide what they're doing, then I'll say my thing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
as all of you are here, go ahead.
I was just say, yeah, I'll probably make my way towards deeper into the temple. You said, if assuming that Sahara he isn't telling me otherwise, since she's pretty much walking with me.
Yeah, no. She kind of looks and sort of motions of the place.
Yeah.
This is Duck's home. try to just be mindful of where you step. Not everything is as it seems.
You could just go, woohoo, spirit world from the distance.
They're like
Good old spirit
booby
world.
traps, are they?
Not made on purpose, but sort of. It,
Uh,
some days there's no traps, and then other days the floor is not the floor. It's
Floor is lava.
hard to explain. No,
Oh.
the floor's... Well, that did happen 2 weeks ago, but it's good now.
Wait, is lava bending? That's a earth bending thing,
That's
right?
Earth.
I'm gonna look
Yeah.
into that. You
Yeah.
guys know how to lava bend, surely.
Yeah, and you know how to
You know.
blood bend.
I can try it. Come here. She starts doing grabby fingers to Bowen.
You see, they go at that, and like Kasha's sitting there like, I actually do know how to lava bend.
As I'm pretend zombie walking toward Yuka, my head like whiplashes.
Like,
Damn.
and it's like,
Wait, really?
it's like, well,
Hojiko just standing there,
Yeah.
like, just scared of, like, just having a also like, stay away from me, you heathens. Stay away from me, you bloodbenders.
Hey, she's gonna be like,
How'd you learn that?
Yeah.
Cool.
you know,
You know,
Okay,
metal
this-
bending and lava.
this is a stupid thought. In theory, earthbenders could also be bloodbenders
That is true.
because your
You have
blood
iron.
has a lot of iron in it, and iron is a type of mineral. Can you imagine an earthbender logic like I can blood bend? No, you can't. It's water, but there's iron in your blood. Oh yeah, sure,
Yeah.
you can blood bend.
Well, no. So I
Oh,
just
wait,
as a head.
wait, hold on.
Okay, you do your thing, and I'll do mine.
There is a very so in part 5 of JoJo, there's a character who can take the iron out of your body and make it into weapons and stab you with it.
Oh,
This is-
I love this.
Par for the course.
I am insane.
But I will
Damn.
say
Shit.
there was a thing that like I was legit watching just Avatar information stuff because I just wanted to. It technically, if that aspect is true, since we all do have iron in our blood, they could blood bend because everything has to do with the molecules. So like waterbenders always have to have the H2O molecule. So that could be from sweat, from blood bending, from the mist, from anything. Earthbenders just have to have things that have earth in them. But it would also qualify, if you think about it though, because the only reason we can metal bend is because it's just finite pieces of metal,
It's like-
or pieces of earth, not pieces of metal necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have to be an in theory thing, because it would depend on how much iron that we take in is actually got bits of earth into them.
That one
Yeah.
iron deficient
So-
idiot in the back is like, you can't.
Yeah,
harm
you can't touch me,
me."
bitch.
Quick Google search says males of average height have about 4 grams of iron in their body. So it doesn't sound like a lot.
Yeah, I don't think you guys could. If you really, 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 really tried, you might be able to move a pinky.
Yeah.
Anyways. Our TED Talk is over.
It's like get a high military officer mid salute, just like move the hand to flip off the commanding officer.
Yeah. Who knows? Might be possible because it's also in muscles, bone marrow, blood protein, tissue.
But again, it only
It's like all
depends.
spread out.
But in the Avatar universe, it only depends on how much like earth is in it. It's not the metal that you guys can bend. It's the bits and pieces of earth that are inside of the metal. Because metal is only enhanced earth with like taking out the imperfections. You guys can move what little imperfections are left in it.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also say this is a thing that you, the players, know, probably not your characters. There are woodbenders
Yes, there are woodbenders.
What?
in this particular. Yes.
Yes.
The swamp people from that one episode. Who bend the vines and the
Mhm.
one water in the vines.
Bro, you think I remember Avatar? It's been years
I
since
have-
I watched
I
it.
have I
Yeah, I
have
don't.
my friend, we'll call him C because I don't know if I should dox him in real life, despite the most normal names ever. Looking at you, Connor.
Oh damn.
Mm-mm.
Connor liked Avatar so much that he went on to like one of those online international or national like trivia sites, and he like got second place in the national trivia
Good God.
for Avatar.
Oh dang.
Nerd.
Yeah, it didn't amount to anything.
Bragging rights, bragging rights.
Yeah, so if I ever have a question about Avatar, I was sending a message.
Anyways, to bring us back, Yuka's gonna look to the temple and be like, is there, are we allowed to go in there? You know, looking to the duck more than,
Yeah, and Sahara.
Yeah.
Just like, so at the question request to the duck, he gauges you all for a moment. It is a dangerous thing to be in these halls. But knowledge is free, and I am not one to hold it. You may go as you please, but be wary of the dangers.
is there, she's gonna look at it with like sparkles in her eyes and just be like, is there water learning scrolls in there? I'm self-taught. I really need to learn more.
He
And I looked at those
Which
three.
is
None of them are
horrifying to see
waterbenders.
on a duck. But he smiles ever so slightly. That there are.
All right, guys, I'm probably dying for this. And then she runs towards the temple.
Oh.
She's being careful, but she's like booking towards it. She's like, ooh.
As you're full tilt sprinting towards that temple, feel free to drag yourself to the left.
To the left, you said?
To
Yeah, to the left.
To the left, to the
Wait,
left,
wait,
to
you
the
want me to
left.
move myself to the left? Like over here?
Yeah, all the way.
All the way? Okay.
As far as you can until you hit a wall.
There's
And
a
then
wall.
move downwards. Yeah. Further. And then off to the left again, and then up. And then it's the first right.
I'd like to follow her just to make sure
Okay.
she doesn't hurt herself. Okay.
You're more than welcome to.
Wait, no. Ah, wait a minute.
You felt an intense heat also, Hoshiko, coming, sort of like kicking up from your left
Oh.
as you were heading off down
Wait,
that
which-
pathway.
Oh lordy. Oh lord.
It's up to you, though.
Find me
But,
coffee.
yeah, oh, you missed it. You missed it. You missed your
I'm
your
running
entry.
away. I'm running away.
Where do I go?
Just running around in a circle.
Yeah, where do you want me to go? Ah, let's go.
All you need to do
Hi.
is go back around.
Okay. Oh, I broke my thing.
So many paths and divots.
Hang on, I broke my thing. My
I
thing.
found it.
My Sakura, can you move me? I broke it.
You fell in a trap. You're stuck.
Thank you.
Let me get you off of Hoshiko. There we go.
There's two of me on the screen. Oh no, I can't move myself.
I'll move up here.
Hang on, I gotta refresh.
How did you break
I
yourself?
don't know.
The duck told you that it was dangerous.
She is moving with caution, but she's like speedily going, so she could easily definitely miss something. But she is also trying to be a little careful.
Okay.
I will say that. The duck follow, by the way. I want Yuka's best friend with her.
New best friend.
If it was requested, yes, but otherwise he was simply sitting on a rock and he had picked up some very odd-looking pipe and was just puffing it.
You know, honestly,
For
she
a while?
probably grabbed him by the little wing and started running.
The pipe is still there, sitting on the rock, devoid of its user.
Just in a puff of smoke, the duck and Yuka were gone. Okay, there we go. There's no longer two of me. I'm good now.
Give me just a second. It's tea time for two. Feel free to converse amongst yourselves for a moment.
You're all nerds.
So,
Hey, blood.
Stand like in the corner.
Yes, Tori.
Can I get these snails?
I heard snails. And I was very confused. Like, Tori, I know you enjoy things, but what the fuck is a snail? Or why do you want this snail?
I'm not telling you no, but I do not like those large fake nails.
Non-believer.
Do what you want, but he's not gonna support it.
I said it is not my thing, but I'm not telling you no.
He's gonna.
Coco, this is what he's saying no to.
They look super cool. I'll admit. Like,
Oh no, I'm back on Tori's side actually. I'm sorry, but I'm one for
Alright.
like group consent or whatever. But I mean,
yeah.
that's really cool ass nails.
These are the other
It'd be okay. That'd be super cool for like cosplay or something.
Oh yeah,
That'd
but
be
like
so
normal.
incredibly cool. But like, yeah,
No,
I think
I
for
would
going
only do
out-
this for like a ball or some shit.
yeah.
I think for like going out to like see friends or whatever, it'd be cool as shit. But like not just on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know.
Boy, when are we going to a ball together?
When I have a job again.
Fair. Fair.
Right now, that's my main priority.
Can't even argue with that.
Oh, they are so cool actually.
Right. Someone made an asset just for me and I feel called out.
Show it to us or what?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be...
Alrighty. We are back.
Yeah,
Look at that.
I've seen that one.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Thank you.
And none of you showed me? You little shit!
I thought you. I genuinely thought you retweeted it. I was like, oh, I thought you retweeted this. That's why I'm on somebody's computer.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't.
Anyways, welcome back, Sakura.
More like Saka Woo.
Thank you.
Saka ooh.
Saka Woo.
No. As your, you have slightly abducted said duck, I will go in to explain to you this room before we cut back to the misadventures of Bowen, Kasha, and Sahira.
Sorry for separating the party.
Don't you know? You never split the party. Clarence
Hey.
and the...
I always hate
happens.
I always hate doing it, but like I also want to play true to my character. She would have fucking
Yeah.
booked it to learn more about her water bending.
You're all in the same area. You're not that far until
We're within
something happens
yelling
anyway.
distance.
Yeah.
Screaming for
Yeah.
distance.
You're in yelling distance. It's fine. It's kosher.
Yeah. I would say that at this point in time, as you rush into this temple through a door that was closed as you approached, but opened itself
Woo!
automatically.
Creepy!
It can be sometimes, the duck says, coughing out puffs of smoke that just fuse into the fog.
Are you the reason it's foggy here?
Is it me,
No.
Jesus? I'm gonna find every chance I can to use that now.
Oh no. But he looks to you. No. I am simply a contributor.
So there's other people smoking?
He gives a very mischievous grin and shrugs.
Y'all gotta stop! It's not good for your lungs.
Before he goes on to describe breathing as a thing that is slowly killing you every day, he motions with a wing towards the room itself, and you see that there are as many scrolls as there are sort of bricks in this wall of bamboo. There are tapestries of water bending techniques and forms, and then there are creatures. In fact, a massive, not so much statue, but more so pillar, I should say. This stone that sits in the center of the room that has the icon of water on it.
It's everyone.
Oh. I'm gonna look at the duck and go, are you sure I can learn all? There's a lot here. Can I take some of this with me?
Sadly, no.
Oh.
When I pull out my phone, wait, does my phone work here?
Sadly,
so?
no.
Yeah, I was gonna say, 'cause I could just take a quick snapshot.
There's no cellular service in the spirit world.
Our battery's
I don't
all
need no
drained.
Service. I just need to take a picture.
Listen, spirits take electricity energy, so bullshit wumbo jumbo. The moment we got in here, our phones zapped out of energy. No.
It's the crazy question of what if you brought technology into the spirit world? It would stop working.
It's like it'd be that perpetual. It's at that 1% where the phone will turn on, and then you're like, so you unlock it and put in your password, and then it instantly dies, and you're like, damn it.
It absolutely would, just because of the mischievous nature of the spirit world, 100%. You're like, oh, just take a photo. No.
It's like,
Yuka's
no, you take a
gonna-
picture, but it's like static.
You guys gonna look at the duck and go, so why are these here?
They are recordings. After a nature.
I'm not smart.
Things left by entities such as yourself, as he taps on your fleshy leg.
Hey, that's my flesh.
That have.
Oh, that's flesh? Fuck.
It's not feathery. It's not furry. It's fleshy.
You just said leg.
No. We have to be very, very detailed.
Oh, okay. I see. My
Like
bad.
the scabby skin of your knee. No.
Oh. It's like, what are you doing to me?
Describing your limbs.
I like this duck less. He has weird descriptions.
But yes, he does so. He simply motions towards the rest of things in here. People, entities, many things have come through these halls and have left their imprint. And that is what they are. I believe I've been told something equivalent to this is what you would know as a museum.
Huh. Need to get my Avatar book out real quick because I feel like I'm gonna need it in like 2 seconds.
Write that down, right?
I'm not writing down anything. I'm looking at the water type moves because I feel like I'm gonna be able to pick an ability here.
Notation. That might be what we're hinting at here, but you never know.
You never know. So I'm
Nothing's
just
forced.
pulling up the book in case Sakura's like, so what ability do you want? And I'm gonna be like, okay.
Maybe.
Okay, water. That's denying a call out. She's gonna look at him and go, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to learn everything here with, I'm sure, what little time we have left here. But what do you recommend I learn? What do you think will help me? If you have been a spirit guide to Avatar, I'm more likely to take your advice than...
Yeah,
do
I
you
would not
think?
recommend you for any advice.
What are you even doing here?
I didn't want you to get hurt, okay?
Says the firebender who nearly knocked out a spirit after I yelled at her not to do it.
You know, sometimes it be that way, alright?
We do live in a very dangerous place. I'm sure she'll be fine. As the duck reminisces on the creature that you beat up.
I'd like to go heal her
What?
if we get the chance. The last thing Yuka will say.
I cannot tell you whether or not that would be a good idea, but again, your life is your own, and I owe you mine. So, hopefully, they do as well. Or at least feel that way.
They look like they understood me in vengeance. So. But anyways. What should I learn first, do you think? If anything. Is there supposed to be like a trial I'm supposed to go through? This seems like a trap. This seems too good for me.
Many things are often too good to be true. This may or may not be one of them. As he looks around, tell me more about you.
I wanted to be the Avatar, then I realized I can't just will that into action. So I've spent most of my life taking care of people in my little cul-de-sac to make sure they eat. My parents were taken away at a young age. I don't know, I just really like helping people when I can. And protecting those closest to me. I think everybody deserves a good chance, even if I'm angry at them.
Just because you do not possess the abilities does not mean you cannot take on the responsibility of the role. Bear that in mind.
She looks at Hoshiko. Duck said I could be the Avatar. You heard it.
I don't know if he's trusted. I mean, I feel the duck didn't say that you could be the Avatar. I feel like you could.
You let
I
me
think
have
the
this,
Avatar.
princess.
You're the Avatar. I'm so proud of you. I didn't think you would ever do it. Clap, clap, clap. You know, I can't believe I know the Avatar now. The real one, not the one that's outside. Crazy to me.
She's gonna bow. Thank you. Thank you.
Crazy. Yeah, these events are insane to me. Wake up one day being bullied by your dad. The next day, you know, you're talking to the Avatar. Who fucking crazy world we live in, huh?
Well, as you're both talking and saying these things, the duck moves and sort of vanishes from your feet, Yuka, and is standing on one of this, like a giant stack of scrolls off in the left-hand corner of this room, and you can see him looking through very methodically through a series of scrolls. In all honesty, probably more that could teach your friend there. As he looks to you, Hoshiko.
Oh.
If nothing else, then but the form.
Oh?
Oh my god, are we gonna have a
He did
Zuko
something.
Ava Aang moment? Not the dancing dragon.
Yeah.
Cue the dancing dragons. They just
You
come in top hats.
Dance with me. Here, come dance with me.
What? I'm not dancing with you.
Oh.
Do I look like a firebender?
It doesn't matter if you're fireman. You just dance with me.
I'm gonna
It'd be
look to the duck. Do
fun.
I dance with her?
The duck looks to you. Your body is your own.
You wanna know how?
You don't. I look sad. You don't have to dance with me.
No, we'll dance.
Well.
Oh, I killed her.
And then Hoshiko fainted.
Joke's on you, actually I am a bloodbender. Yeet!
I hydrated too close to the sun.
You must return Hoshiko to a Pokemon Center immediately. So, at this point in time, as the two of you begin to dance in the most strange way, a very odd rhythm
Yuka doesn't know
kicks
how to
into
dance.
the halls.
I'd like
Does
to imagine
Hoshiko know how to
that-
dance?
Oh, of course I know how to dance. I have to have a children one day. I have to flirt.
How many balls has
At least,
been forced
at
to
least
attend to?
3.
Oh, yes.
Hoshiko knows how to
in-
do the old ballroom back and forth. The Cuban shuffle, square
Cuban
dance
shuffle.
even. Yeah, surprisingly popular in the Fire Nation. But the fact that there's nowhere ever in this place called Cuban shuffle.
Non-existent Cuba in this world.
Who knows how it got the name Cuban shuffle? Nobody knows. But it's
Nobody.
there. Nobody knows.
The truck loves.
Speaking of bodies, though, as the two of yours mingle and so on and so forth, the duck simply waits. He patiently has 2 scrolls under each wing that he is using in the most improper sense of the word as drums. The rhythm and the beat that you hear is coming from the duck, who is...
I'm gonna stop and go, huh?
hitting a what looks like this padding that looks in the form of something similar to a drum set, and it's just using the scrolls as the sticks to this drum. And he just looks to you. Are you done dancing?
I think so.
Let's strike one more really quick pose. Really, yes.
Guys, I just realized I have an ability I can learn called Freeze Blood.
Don't freeze me.
Freeze blood.
Yeah, I can mark.
Freeze
I have to
blood.
mark. I have to mark one fatigue, and my target becomes trapped or doomed.
No. Why would you freeze the dog boy though?
I meant actual blood. Anyways, backing on track. I'm just reading things. Getting into character, as Yuka would be reading scrolls that the duck hands over.
Right. One of the scrolls that you read through, Yuka, is that specifically handed to you is that of Water Cloak.
Oh, hey, I was just reading that one. That's funny.
Sometimes
Mine.
the duck gets it. I would say that at this point in time, as you see various pages of water surrounding the individual and maneuvering around it in various shapes and forms, sometimes spherical, sometimes out of a dome, other times in very odd looking shapes that go along the outline of the person rather than the area around them. The more you look into this, I would say the less enthused you become, but the more relaxed you remain. Your body loses all of its rigidness, and you begin to feel like the water that you bend.
Oh shit! Can I?
You can see water dropping onto the scroll.
Oh fuck! Huh?
Whoa.
It is from your brow.
I'm gonna move it
It
so
is-
I don't drop it on the scroll anymore. I don't want to ruin history.
How to ruin history. As you move it out of the way and you align your scroll sort of in front of you as opposed to beneath you, both edges where your hands are clamping down on it are a little damp.
I'm gonna look at myself. Have I become water?
There is a sheen, which you would first initially think of as sweat along your body, but as you look at it and its movement, water has formed around your arms. It has gone up from your elbow to your shoulders. Possibly.
Am I accidentally
still-
using water cloak?
Indeed.
Ah, damn it! I'm gonna put the scroll down and like actually attempt to use it like the motions that it teaches in the book, just to see if I can use it. If I understand it.
As you go to do so, the movements are pace by pace with the book,
Mm-hmm.
but it is a struggle to mimic it without holding it.
Mm. Oh, she can hold this. Just give it to her so she can hold it up for me.
I have to hold it out, just like I'm holding a sign.
It slips through your hands, Koshiko.
Woo! Wait,
I'm
hold on.
Slides out.
Can I do the whole? Why can't I hold on these limes thing? Trying to like, why can't I hold on these limes?
As
Trying
you
to, like,
try
grab
your
it and, like,
might,
juggle it.
it is a very strange circus act that you are performing with this scroll as it flies over your head, along your shoulders, onto your back, and sort of sits there for a moment before rolling around your torso.
I'm gonna take it back and then look to the duck. What is happening?
He looks to you, his feathers kind of up and almost in line with his shoulders as he sort of shrugs. Nature?
Nature? Am I supposed to absorb
Nature?
this scroll or something? Is that what's supposed to happen here?
You're supposed to slurp it up. What the fuck? You're gonna serve the
How do
food.
how do you interpret using this scroll? What do you think is the best method?
I mean, if it's turning into water, maybe putting it in armor on myself? I don't know.
A cup. A cup.
I'm just gonna, like, death glare Hoshiko.
It's just a
I
cup
will
of-
bloodbend you next. She's just
Might not be a terrible idea, as the duck says, just drinking from this mug that it's been sipping on for a moment.
I don't know how to bloodbend. And I don't think I want to.
Scrolls for that.
I would only do that if I had some, like, I was in a dire thing. I don't want to hurt people that bad. Plus, I don't think anybody in my group would ever look at me the same.
It is not entirely or inherently evil or destructive. Simply how the user uses it.
Yeah, but controlling another person is wrong, I feel. Even if it's
Would
to
you
help
not
me.
want to pull someone out of the way of danger? Have them move in a way that defies whatever may harm them?
I can just use myself for that. I don't...
Makes a very creepy point, but a good point nonetheless.
I'm just gonna look at them both go, yeah, and then my mental state goes to fucking hell. I'm not bloodbending people. That's wrong. If I absolutely had to, and there was no other option, maybe I would. But I don't, A, want a guinea pig to test that on, if I could even do it. And B, I don't want to ever have to do that. I think I'd rather die.
At hearing the word guinea pig, my hand started to shake. I'm like... Hashika does not want to be...
Villain arc Yuka. That's definitely what's happening for villain arc Yuka is bloodbending. But she's gonna try to bend the scroll into, like, her skin, if that makes sense. Like bend it to be around her, like the armor, like in the book itself, to see if maybe that helps it, if it's turning into water.
Okay. You see the scroll now as a form of liquid, as it moves and shifts in the way that you're bending it. And you said onto your arm, yes?
Yeah, just like how it says in here, you surround yourself with water. So she's just trying to use that to surround herself with it, like water cloak is supposed to do.
It wraps itself around you, almost like a bandage. As it does so, the paper is no more. It is simply a veil of water. And the various techniques, or rather, the various movements start to form something akin to a tattoo. And they've imprinted themselves on your arm.
Dick. Not excited that everyone can just learn this from me now, but sit.
Would it not be better for those you are trying to protect to be able to protect themselves?
That's true. But I don't know any other waterbenders. They're kind of frowned upon where I'm from.
That is truly abysmal. Please, tell me why, as he puts the mug down and he wraps his feathers to seem like fingers that are placed together.
She's just gonna go, well, firebenders not necessarily rule, but kinda that's why she's a princess. Points over to Hoshika and is like, and where we're from, I don't know, that's why my parents got taken away. They were so proud of me being a waterbender, and they got taken away from me, and I guess they fear what we can do, healing and bloodbending. I don't know, really. All I know is I want to find out where my parents are, if they're even alive at this point, and free whatever other waterbenders there are left. But all I know is we're looked down upon in this city that's pretty much surrounded by water.
that he ponders for a moment. And what do you feel about this as he looks over to you to Hoshiko?
Uh, I didn't really know. There's not everybody in the Fire Nation knows what happens in there, and not all of us are knowledgeable about it. But I think it is our job, once we do know, to try to fix what we've done. To expunge those who are avidly hurting us and those around us. And I think, like Aang and Zuko once did, to try to take responsibility for what we've done, try to heal what we've done, and right the past wrongs. And if that means, killing and destroying everybody who is in place, then so be it. People shouldn't be afraid of us just because we're Fire Nation. I would prefer it eventually for us to at least to have a nice peaceful world where my job as a Fire Navy Admiral is necessary.
To what you just said, Yuka's just gonna sigh. Yeah, but that's gonna be possible without the Avatar. And the Avatar that we know of is trapped in the Earth Kingdom and won't come out. And the mini Avatar we have here doesn't seem to know who or what they are, because they're not gonna listen to me. They're not gonna listen to you. They're not gonna listen to any of us, simply because of where we're from. We can't even save the mayor. Flipped book. Jokingly, but
The mayor. As you both exert these ideas and forms of thinking, the duck simply looks to the two of you. It feels like a trick of the light, maybe, but you imagine that he was a little bit smaller than he is currently.
uh-oh.
Next to the pillar, he's somewhat matching it in size.
Oh.
As he nods sagely towards both of your ideals, one more drastic than the other, the other more patient, maybe. It is definitely food for thought. But what actions have you taken, if any, in regards to this?
I've done everything I can to keep the people around me alive and save people who are being unwrongfully jailed. I've gotten into so much trouble and thrown into jail myself just to try to make a difference, but even every dent I make or any inch of ground I move, it just gets shut down again because there's no one else brave enough, it seems, to do it. Bowen has bailed me out more than multiple times, but he's too proud to just help me out when people are being bad. Bowen suddenly sneezes. But I've done everything I could possibly think of, and none of it seems like we're moving forward simply because of my status, because I'm just some poor street kid who got orphaned. Ah! She just angrily throws a little water thing just at her feet just because she's mad.
And as you say that, and as the water splashes at your feet, you watch as it is, in fact, soaked up by the duck, who then continues to grow and hasn't stopped yet growing in size. Perhaps the only way to truly protect someone is to take away all of the elements that would cause them harm. And as he says that, it is neither sinister nor is it meant as some form of therapeutic messaging. It's simply words that echo throughout your mind, and his expression is otherwise non-existent. Uh, but there is a very subtle darkness in his eyes if you look to them.
Yuka's gonna reply to that. I don't think that's the answer either. Even if you take all our elements away, I don't know if you know what's happening in the human world, but benders are becoming less and less nowadays because there just doesn't seem to be a need for it anymore. Whether it's we're being killed because of what we are, or just not being born benders anymore. That's not helping. It's only making things worse, if I'm being 100% honest. Plus, taking people's abilities away aren't going to do anything but make us feel more obsolete than we already feel. I think just people need to be taught better. People need to grow a conscience and realize that the powers we're given are worth something, not just something to toy with. So many people treat this as like something that's honorable, right? Like, ooh, I've got powers, so I'm cool. That's not how that works. You've got powers, use them for the right things. I just don't think we educate the people enough to be good people. I think taking bending away would only make things worse. Because, I mean, look at the state of the world now. We're all losing our bending powers, and now it's just making all of us seem like more outcasts than we were before. And if you just take them all away, then they win, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. Taking bending away seems like you're taking a whole part of human culture that we've learned to live with. And I feel like that would take away a part of who we are as people. Like, the light spirit. I don't think that's what she would have wanted.
It's been some time since I've heard of Roth. And then as he says so and he sighs, he squeezes from what seems to be the probably heft of his wing, and it just brings it upwards. His body sort of expunges all of this excess water, and it pools and puddles around the room, almost flooding the place. Just a bit.
I'm gonna like slightly bend it outside so neither of us drown. And maybe put a little bit to fill my cup entirely that I've been holding on, or my containers on my back.
It slooshes and it splashes outside, and for a brief moment, it is seen by the other three that are doing an entirely different thing at the moment. Just sort of as it jets up the wall. But as he shrinks down back to his normal size, he looks to Yuyuka. I feel you will find success. Although it is very confusing now, clarity comes, oftentimes, with time. I simply hope that you have enough of it. And he says this, and you don't know when he got it, but he has his pipe back, and he is just continuing to produce fog back into and out of the temple.
She smiles and nods. She's like, I'm never gonna stop doing what I'm doing, whether it's wrong or right. I just want people to be able to treat us people. So if my persistence and stubbornness can make something actually happen, great. You sound like Iroh. She's gonna say.
I don't think I've ever met this individual.
Feel like you two would love each other. I don't know Iroh. He died long, long before we were born. But I've only heard good things from the stories. Wise old man. And like tea.
Tea is good. He walks out.
Oh, I guess we're going.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Come on, Hoshiko.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Do I get to learn water cloak now?
Indeed.
Yes!
You can put it at the learned state.
Fucker. How do I get it again? Is it in playbook?
No. It is not.
Oh, I have to write it, don't I?
Have to. Yes. You must manually add it by pulling. Where are you? Where is it? Where are all of us in relation to life? Hold on.
I just have to put it in like
midlife crisis.
I have to
Defend
put
and
it
maneuver.
defend
No,
and
look.
maneuver, yeah.
Yeah. So just take one of the defend and maneuver abilities
Where's-
from the playbook, drag it in,
From the playbook.
and then edit it. Yeah.
What am I?
Or not from the playbook,
No.
from the common items.
Common items. Eh?
That's where combat techniques are.
Oh, basic techniques you mean? Yeah. Defensive maneuver. Right? That's what I wanted? Okay.
Defend and maneuver.
How do I edit my fucking sheet again? I'm sorry.
Right click.
Right click? Right click on what?
The ability. Once you have it.
I'm trying to drag it onto the sheet and it's not working. Just duplicate it or?
Yeah.
Oh,
Be...
no. I can't. Can you just add it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, anyways, back to our round table 2. Earthbenders and
Okay.
Avatar. Go.
So, Bowen, Kasha.
Mhm.
As kind of rewinding time a little bit, as you saw Yuka and Hoshiko running off towards the water temple and Duck in tow, for who knows how long it'll take to read a bunch of scrolls here and there. As I mentioned beforehand, you had felt this unified tug in a specific direction. But putting that down for a moment, Sahira looks to the two of you. It's kind of late to ask, but are the two of you doing well hunger-wise? I know for myself, as you kind of look back to her, and she's very casually eating something that looks kind of like a spring roll, but very heavy on the spring. And it's like wrapped around many forms of leafage that you've never seen outside of the spirit world. In fact, you're pretty sure everything, ingredients-wise, is from the spirit world. She's just eating it, looking towards the two of you. I brought extras, is why I'm asking.
Is it safe to eat stuff from the spirit world?
I like it. She
Spirit?
says as she grows a
Spirit?
third eye and it disappears for a moment. She has no idea that it's happened, though.
Kasha just like sees that and she's like, "I'm okay. I had a big meal before I came here."
You sure?
No, yeah, I'm positive.
Yeah, I think I'm good too.
Oh, okay. She kind of stows it back, and you see that she, on like one side of her neck, is a series of scales that just dissipate back into skin.
Oh,
Ooh.
hell no.
I feel like it would only be worse on us. Yeah, I'm good.
She just kind of nods. Well, if you ever feel, that you're kind of not doing great on the whole Eden thing, just know I got backups. Until they're not backups. These things are really good.
The offer is much appreciated.
Did you guys also want to look at scrolls or whatever, or did you just want to kind of? I have some of these places actually look really cool just to look at. I like the fire temple myself.
I would like to share the fire temple.
Oh,
you're in the woods.
I think that's where we're
You're
being led to
preoccupied.
next.
Ooh, pointy fingers.
Yeah, I'm down to check out the Earth Temple, some scrolls, see what that's about.
Yeah, I'd love to go to the Earth Temple.
Okay. Just this way. And she kind of starts running up ahead, and then she just kind of like backpedals as the two of you are walking, so that she's still in tempo, but also leading you in the direction that's not a path around and out of this place. As you take note of the fact that it is slightly confusing as the fog is kind of rolling in very thick. Yeah, as you just kind of continue on, please follow the little arrow that is also a person, and I will lead you to the Earth Temple. Boy, if you cannot move Kasha, let me know, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can, slide on by over here with us.
I don't see anything.
Nothing?
Like, no, I can move her, but I see no other movement.
You see anything over here?
Yes, but no arrows. If like by that I mean.
Oh, no. It's just WASD.
Oh,
What
okay,
The Wasdo.
cool. Was
Or dragon. But yeah, as you
where the hell does she go? There she is.
she went off to the right.
Well, that's a wall. Okay, I get you. That's a wall. I can't see.
And so you come in to see this place.
It's bright.
Yeah, everybody just don't mind the daggers that are everywhere.
I didn't
Temples are
even
weird.
notice till now.
Oh.
Just
I
don't
see
mind the
blood for the
sacrificial
blood god.
daggers.
I think we've been set up.
The door shuts, it locks.
It locks behind us. Well, come here, Bowen. Blood for the blood god.
Must
You
now fight.
There can only be one earthbender.
That's right, everybody.
What if
I
you-
hand writ that shit down. Anyways, I had to click it to make sure it
Why?
worked. Because I have the book. You guys all have the not physical copy.
No.
I don't know if the book closing came through on your guys' end, but I definitely slammed my book shut.
I did not.
Sad. Okay, anyways.
Less physical.
Aha.
Um,
Look. Mine
at this
area.
point in time, books aside, there are less in the terms of scrolls here. There are scrolls, mind you, but less in the terms of scrolls and more so forms of earth that have been bent in a way that shape everything as far as techniques are concerned. You see moves, you see forms of writing, all of which that has been turned into almost sculptures after a sense,
Mm-hmm.
all around here.
That's
An oddity for sure as you look at all of them because upon closer inspection, they move. These various pieces of walling and sometimes full-on, almost mannequin-like individuals start to move and replicate moves. Nothing comes of it, mind you, because they're made out of the material that is used to bend. But you see the actions playing out before you, almost like a projection of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, as you come in here and Zero just kind of moves to one side, kind of just let you see as much as possible of everything. Looking through here, the two of you could roll me harmony if you really want to.
Yes.
I love how on my screen your dice just kind of battled for who got to go first.
They did on my end
out of the
too.
way.
And you managed to get 69, which is hilarious.
Heyo.
Yes, we did.
Absolutely amazing.
Dilly dilly.
So, I have two things for two people. Starting with you, Bowen. As you're looking around at many of these things, first and foremost, I need to know what catches your fancy, be it the scrolls, the rock-made mannequins moving out techniques, or the shifting walls.
Probably the shift. Suck for market.
As you look to them, you notice something kind of out of place. And it feels as though, for a brief moment, there was a flicker of something, a glimmer, if you will. Something that was shining in a way that you would get from a geode, if you will. And then it dissipated into the series of shifting walls. But if you comb through them, you may find it again. And as far as you, Kasha, it is the same question, but you, for some reason, start to feel the ground beneath you shifting ever so slightly.
Oh, I love that.
It's very subtle. It's not sinking, it's just moving.
I'd say she's probably fixated on the mannequins, the stone mannequins.
You catch one in mid-technique. There are many. There are defensive forms. There are forms that are more lethal in their nature. There are evasive ones. Which one catches your eye?
Probably probably I don't know why, the lethal ones.
You see a series of techniques where one is protruding out arms that are meant to choke and otherwise knock off balance. And you can see the movements as clear as day, but something that you note almost immediately is that as this mannequin finishes its movements, for a moment, its head tilts in your direction, and then it moves back as it continues.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Oh. Don't get weeping
Fellow
angels.
hater of mannequins.
Do not get
Oh no,
weeping
it's weeping angels. I
No.
hate weeping angels with a burning passion.
It's fine. They're not out to get you. They can't hurt you.
Yeah.
That's what my therapist says.
Don't worry, weeping angels aren't real. They can't help. They can't hurt you. Weeping angel in the corner. Yeah, good. Keep telling them that.
Just get them to turn around.
Just get them. Don't look at me.
Your therapist is an agent for the weeping angel.
Just looking at them, nodding, yes, Jack
Yes,
Nicholson
yes.
style.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I want to say, like, Kasha noticed it, like, looked at her, and she's just like, "Ugh. Don't think about it. It didn't look at you. You didn't. You saw nothing. But she's like analyzing like how it moved, and she kind of tries to mimic it, like recreate it, not like forcefully like trying to bend, but just like trying to move along with it to see if she could do it too.
Okay. So, as you attempt this, you find yourself moving with every footstep and every thrust of your arms towards this invisible enemy. And you start to get very into the motions, almost too into the motions, as you end up coming to blows with the mannequin. It feels almost like it was bound to inevitably happen. Even though you were facing away from it and more so just sort of watching it, it became gradually over time more intense, and without realizing it, it became a very vicious dance between the two of you. I would say at this point in time, though, albeit not trying to, you realize that every blow towards this mannequin shapes its body further and further, until it becomes less of a mannequin, less of a humanoid shape and figure, but more of a column. As you're doing this, and you are in the throes of violence, you continue going until it is an almost perfect rock column. I would say that as you're doing that, Bowen,
Mm-hmm.
were you still searching for that geode?
Yeah.
Okay. So, uh, as you're looking for it and you're moving through these bits of wall, sort of bending out the ones that are being very stubborn, trying to lock your hands in place, or move in a way that shuts you out from getting the geode, you are able to, via your mud bending, uh, slide a hand, or rather an arm, through one of the very small sort of slits that one of the rocks make, and you grab hold of something that is slightly warm to the touch and feels almost alive in your hands, if that makes sense. It's still moving here and there, kicking and pushing at your hand. But it feels right to hold. It feels even better to take, if you do.
I will.
Excellent. As you pull it free from this now almost keyhole shape that the rocks have made, you have in your hands what looks to be very much a almost cut geode, various spirals of many minerals kind of mixed in with one another, creating a plethora of almost galactic shapes uh, as far as colors go. And it emits this very rainbow-like shine. If ever there is a feeling to bend something, in your hands you have something that feels like it is meant to be bent. Like clay waiting for you to shape it. But it's more so a feeling again. It is that very similar gut feeling that you got, which brought you here.
Is it like bend it to another shape, or like just bend it to see what, like all of its components, what all is it's contained of, or
What would interest Bowen more?
um what was it like from the first option? Is it like, wait, you mentioned a keyhole that I took
Yes.
it out of? Is it like
Correct.
still there? Is it still like a distinguishable keyhole?
Yes.
Then I will try shaping it as some kind of key that would fit through it.
As you do so, the light continues to maneuver around the shape that you're bending until it is less rock and more a series of stones similar to rubies, sapphires, diamonds, things of that nature. All of these various shapes and colors, but they all create, to one extent or another, a key of your own mental envisioning. Now that you've made it, though, what do you do with it?
Am I still having a fairly good gut feeling about the way that I've bent it? Or
Yeah, this feels like an achievement.
okay, yeah, then I'm going
Proud of you.
to think I got. Gonna proceed and try to put the key in the keyhole.
Excellent. As you do so, of course, there is the turning. If you do turn the key once you've slid into the slot, there is a click. And the feeling on the floor that was mostly being felt by Kasha, who was in the throes of a fiery passion for an earthbender, they are now felt by you as well. These strong, almost tremors beneath both of your feet. It wakes up Sahira, who, as you kind of look now at this point, whichever one of you does so, was fast asleep in a almost Rocky-like recliner of sorts that was made hastily, and you can kind of tell that it was just made on the go out of the walling. But as the room begins to shake and rattle, possibly roll, you... We have to do these things sometimes. We just have to. Thank you. Thank you. You see that there is something under this temple, making no ways or shapes to hide itself. You see that there is a stairwell that begins to move the flooring out of the way, and it looks like it leads further down. And the two of you notice this. Kasha, you kind of snapping out of your intense, almost the same sort of sensation. I won't say like pottery, but in that same sort of, you have in front of you this thing that you are shaping very viciously, and it requires all of your attention. So similar to that nature, but I would never call making a vase the same as creating a rocky pillar etched in with various things on it. Mostly moves of some sort. But as that drags you away, and Bowen, you being the one who kind of noticed this after you turned the key inside of this keyhole's lock, whatever it may have been, the mechanisms click, and the two of you can see that this pathway leads somewhere. It doesn't necessarily back into the two of you, but it feels like something one would want to walk down, just out of curiosity's sake.
Hey, yeah.
You're just kind of looking to the two of you. What happened? I mean, I was watching everything.
Yeah,
but
so,
I must have blinked, and then that happened.
yeah.
It was a very long blink, but yeah.
I found a gem that was gonna telling me to bend it, and then there's a keyhole. So put two and two together.
Wait, did it talk to you?
Not vocally.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
No. It wasn't one of those gems.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah, those are the not great ones.
No, it didn't. Did it get
Kasha
the...
hears that, looks at her like, mumbles, "Gems talk to me."
There is a subtle what?
What?
She looks over there to you.
Nah, nothing. I'm just talking to myself. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Um, are we going down? Are we leaving?
I think we go down.
I was gonna say I kind of want to go down.
And
Very
so
muddy.
we went down as you see her take the first few sets of steps, very not like stoic stride, but just like triumphant stride down the makeshift stairwell, and it starts off strong. It does. And start off is the only part of that I can say is the decent part, as the rest is a foot caught by one of the stones that definitely moved out of place on purpose, and the rest is tumbling. Horrible, rigid tumbling down a terribly long stairwell.
Oh no.
And she's picking up speed.
Protect your head.
There is only a moment, but she does. And she is simply a ball of flesh rolling down a stairwell. But do the two of you continue walking? Do you run? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go a little bit hastily, but I'm gonna be primarily watching my footing. I don't want to fall down, and I don't want to do that.
You know what I have to ask you? You gotta give me focus.
No, you want both of us?
Yeah.
Well.
That better not be a nun, I swear.
Teamwork.
Do you want to roll?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, hit me with focus.
I tried. Hello? Lost. There we go.
Oh.
Didn't click
Nintendo.
for me
I
at
hope you guys
first.
had backup characters.
Just a small
Um,
concussion.
Hi,
Die.
my name is Lasha. I'm Kasha's twin sister.
I learned everything I know from her.
She's been writing to me every night.
You don't die, you just suffer from horrible amnesia. Who are you again?
We have horrible brain damage. Sorry, Dane Bramage. Don't laugh at my stupid joke.
No, this is good. This was A tier. What are you talking about? So, as all of you are now tumbling down the stairwell, like just fleshy boulders wandering down this tunnel, you all finally collide with each other, crashing into the last bit. And what the three of you see as you come up from the daze and the head pain is this massive cavern, but it's mostly dome-shaped. There are no other entryways to other parts of it. It's one massive dome underneath the temple, and in the center sits a single gem.
Dips.
Not the same as the ones housing spirits that you previously saw once upon a time that housed a very deranged water-bending spirit of some sort. But more in the sense of something like an artifact. And as it glows, very bright, very bright amber sort of glow, you see the walls begin to take shape, humanoid shape, in the form of entities that look similar to you, only in the sake of made with the same sort of structure, but a little bit bigger. And you see weapons of some sort start to materialize in their hands, made from jagged stone.
Mhm.
And as they look to the two of you, or the three of you, their weapons are pointed towards you in a stance that denotes that they did not come to life to be your friend. um, as you look upon them, though, and they are preparing to do battle with you, above ground, three individuals of a different sort are traipsing around the temple, having not felt the shift in the floorboards the same way that you did.
Mhm.
Uh, at this point in time, Yuka, Oshiko,
Hello.
at this point in time, you were trying to go to the fire temple, yes?
Hi, Captain.
Yup.
Yes, I was.
Following my friend.
Oh.
Cool.
Tell
As you
everybody
were
we're on our
Our
way.
way.
New places, new places to
Not Brother Bear.
be.
Not like this.
New scroll, new crystal. See? Instead of new face.
And we got
Oh.
smited by God.
And
Wow, lighting
so you went to the
control.
fire temple, and for some reason, lightning
broke it
struck
again.
both of you. It's on brand.
I broke it
For some reason it
again.
was already burned down.
Sakura,
What? What happened? What'd you do?
I broke it again. I gotta refresh.
Oh, you can't move? Oh.
It keeps like doubling me in that corner over there. Don't go that way.
It's the bad corner.
The naughty corner.
Let me know when you've refreshed yourself.
I'm coming in. It wouldn't be a Tory stream without fucking
You are,
technical difficulties.
You're somehow wandering directly towards the water. Not the water, the air temple
That's
there,
funny.
Hoshiko. Which
Oh,
is
oopsies.
incredible.
That's not the way
You
the
made a
fire.
perfect circle around the
I
air
did-
temple.
I had a 50-50 shot at getting it right.
Is the duck still with us? Because they were leading out when we.
Water, earth.
Yes. Yeah. So the duck is the duck was with you. That is for certain.
Was. What is this past
Was.
tense?
Well, you look around as the two of you are walking.
Okay, where am I
You
going?
may want to stop. That's a wall.
I don't know where I got me on it.
Going
It's
down
around.
to the
Oh.
left. You were actually correct.
Oh.
You just gotta keep going. And then go down. And to the left.
Aha.
Yes.
I can find it. Oh.
Don't keep moving. Don't keep moving.
I'm gonna go in the corner
Was
for you.
hanging away.
That's funny.
love
If I
how
highlight, I can
because-
see my friends in the Earth Temple.
I can see you guys too.
See,
My
our friends
immersion,
from
you're
the-
breaking it.
You are breaking it yourself?
I know. That's why I undid it.
Shake Smith.
I dare you.
I'm gonna shake you.
So,
So they
the
got
duck was with you. Absolutely, 100%. Right up until you hit that corner.
Oh.
And mist was everywhere. So much so that it was hard to see anything behind you and very hard to see anything in front of you. But you managed. There was a warm glow of red beckoning you the entire way.
I do like being beckoned by red.
Well, then you love this room specifically, because everything is on fire.
Oh, as God intended.
Ooh, massively uncomfortable over here. Ooh, fire.
It is.
You know that
whereas
fancy
that
water armor I
temple-
learned? It's around me.
Ooh.
Totally fine. It is a mixture of trying to maintain cool water over something that is inherently making it hotter and hotter, but you're still maintaining it. Yeah, this is just temperature-wise, it's the polar opposite of that water temple you were in, where everything was cool and damp. Here, everything is dry and almost unbearably hot.
like to take off my jacket, like put it outside, roll up my sleeves, like, oh, it's so hot.
You just litter your jacket on the
I'm not
temple floor.
littering my jacket. I'm folding it up and putting it outside so it doesn't. I don't have to hold it around.
Okay.
Burned to death. I can put my scarf on though. Scarf is pretty.
So, the heat that you were feeling is only slightly dissipated. um, but it is. You are now not sweating like a stuck pig. You are instead simply sweating like a person working out. A very intense workout. As you look around in here, again, scrolls exist. They are in all places that a temple would have them. However, they would not be recommended to touch at the moment, as much like everything else in here, they are on fire. But they do not burn. They are simply on fire.
Can I like airbend the fire off of them?
You could try.
I could certainly try. What would that funny thing be?
Just the thought enough right now. If you try to firebend them up?
I would like to, yeah. I'd like to see if I can like firebend them off, or see if I can't grab them, and if it burns me.
Oh. Okay, which one?
I'd have to try to grab it first. See if it burns me.
Okay. As you reach out a hand to touch this fiery scroll, yes, it absolutely burns you. 100%. But it feels bearable if you continue to hold on to it.
If I pull back, does my hand look burnt? Like if I take my hand away, do I stop feeling like I'm being burned?
You stop feeling like you're being burnt, and your hand does not look like it's been marred of its flesh, but the feeling is still there.
The feeling of fire.
Correct.
Well, I've been burned before, and I'd like to like grab the closest scroll.
Okay. I should also mention that aside from everything being just decorated in the most lavish forms of fire, it is also probably one of the few temples, at least as far as you've seen between this and the water one, that looks the most polished, I should say. It is certain that fire is everywhere. It's on the roof. It's on the walls. It's here and there on the floors. Kind of have to play hopscotch around them. But you can see various forms of writing being made with flame. As you're looking around this area, besides another stone pillar being in the center, there is an arc of lightning maneuvering around it, making a symbol almost like infinity as it moves from one way to another.
Interesting.
But the scroll in your hand has nothing to do with that for now. As you look at it, you take note of the fact that although the fire was excruciatingly painful before, it is now bristling, definitely. But other than that, it doesn't give you cause to toss on the ground and fan your hand.
Very good. We do like it when we're not being burned. The scroll that I picked up, I like to like open it and read it, maybe. I'd like to angle it away from my face, though, just away from Yuka and away from my face. Angle the scroll away from my watery friend.
As you angle it away, you feel justified in doing so, because as you do so, a sharp blade of sorts protrudes from the scroll. Made entirely of fire.
Well, that looks
When you
like a
think of
good plan.
swords, what does Hoshiko think of when she thinks of swords?
Oh fuck.
Play with my mind here.
Okay. Well. A very simple saber, red hilted.
Mhm.
Oh, what's the term for it? What I'm looking for? Hold on, I'll find it. Navy sword. A simple navy sword. Not unlike the cavalry swords of the Americans. It's a simple, thin, curved sword, mass produced to give to the troops. Um, it is usually a first line of defense because not everybody has firebending in the Navy. So it is important that every Navy officer and soldier learns the way of the sword. It's a simple blade. The hilt is dyed red. Uh, the the cross guard is a brass coated steel to make it have that sort of not gold but not gold look. That is kind of stylish, but it's not made
Off
of
gold?
actual brass. Yeah, off gold. It's not made of actual brass though, because brass is a little too flimsy. So it's just brass coated. Um, she would also think of her father's sword, which is slightly more fancy, the actual gold trim instead of brass. Her father's saber having the sigil of her family at the hilt of the sword, or not the hilt of the sword, but like where where the sword and the crossguard meet, like on the
Okay.
blade. That's the sigil of her family, and then arcing from that is fire designs up the sword. It's more decorative than anything, but in any event, it could be used. Uh,
You know I'm gonna have to ask you now. What's your family sigil?
uh,
What's it look
bleh. Fuck. Ooh, if I had thought about this, I'd have opened a GIMP.
It
It
doesn't have to
is.
be complex.
It is. Okay, but I mean, yeah, but like, it has to be though. I'm gonna say. Hold on. I have a perfect picture for this. So I'm gonna very quickly send you something.
Okay.
By you, I mean the group here.
The royal you.
The royal you. So I sent you a picture of, for those who do not know or do know, Iron Banner from Destiny 2. Tree with wolves looking at each other. Except for Hoshiko's family doesn't have wolves, but they have hands shooting lightning, or not lightning, but fire. Excuse me.
And shooting
And
fire.
the tree is more like jagged, so it looks kind of like a tree of lightning.
Okay.
And it's just like it's like stamped into her father's sword.
So, as you picture this in your mind, the blade that you're looking at, it's only the blade right now, it's not the handle, uh, or the guard, is within the realm of your imagination. Very point for point with your family's blade.
Mm-hmm.
But there is hesitation in it manifesting itself entirely, fully. And you feel you know why.
Well, one, I don't really like my family too much.
Indeed.
Emily, the fuck is that?
Ambly.
It is murky. The blade does not feel finished. It feels wrong somehow.
Mhm.
If you could alter the blade in some way to spite your family, to maybe just individualize yourself, what would you do?
I would move the crest. I would put instead an eagle holding an olive branch. Or I may try for peace. But if peace doesn't work out, the next best thing is to strike fast.
Strike,
Okay.
scream, run.
You cannot let your enemies get the upper hand.
So do you strike and then you start screaming while you're striking? Does that screaming carry to the running?
As God intended, I would like a and then stab somebody right in the, looking them dead in the.
Interesting. Okay. You're gonna roll me.
First thing
Creativity.
I think of is like a, and then like rip their insides out. Sorry, what are you asking of me to roll?
Creativity. Like what you just
Creativity?
started on, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know where this came. That's a solid 8.
Okay. And so as these thoughts manifest themselves, both you and Yuka bear witness to the blade finalizing itself. It's shifting out and almost somewhat like a serpent slithering from the scroll into existence. And as it moves, it sits there like a flame without a candle, but not forgetting its position. And it waits, and it flickers.
I would grab the handle of said sword and like raise it high, like Link from Legend of Zelda. Just yeah.
And much like opening up a chest of some sort, there's a small crescendo that happens and just builds over time until eventually. As you take hold of it, the flames kick up once again, but this time they feel real as opposed to before, where they seemed more like part of your emotion rather than something that could manifest more in a literal sense. And the various scars, or burn marks, I should say, on your arm start to feel fresh. The flames that once caused them to look that way to begin with seem to almost reignite in a way. And the pain subsides after a moment, but what feels etched onto the blade seems to take from this. And there is a darker shade of red that paints the blade itself as the flames are more focused. And then they dissipate, along with the rest of the blade.
Very cool.
As the paper sits on the ground, it is ashes. It burns to a crisp. It is gone.
Yep.
But most specifically, as all of this was happening, the lightning that was running through a sort of infinity symbol on the stone comes back around, and almost like it was unchained or untethered from the stone itself, strikes out towards the two of you.
I'd like to grab it before I can try to do anything to us.
That is a very crazy thing to do.
But like, you know.
But I'll definitely allow it. Rely
dilly.
on your skills and training.
Yes.
So as you're doing this, are you in front of Yuka because you just feel confident in moving it, or are you next to Yuka?
I am in front of Yuka because I would like to at least make sure that if one of us is getting hit, it's definitely not them.
Fair
Because
enough.
they're the one that can heal people, and I can't.
Ooh, this is
Well,
why I
you
don't
cut.
fuck with the fire.
This is definitely up your alley. Not so much this whole room or anything that's happening right now, except for in this moment, as you see one moment a very focused, very clear-minded Hoshiko, who is then right in front of you, and in the next moment, way behind you, tumbling out of the temple with a chest that has been marred by lightning.
I do have Lightning Strike as a skill, so I felt confident that Coconut, or not Coconut, Hoshiko could
Redirect it.
Hoshiko could, well, at least
Coconut.
tank it.
Tank it you did. I mean, you're not dead. It's just that you are out like a light. Lightning did hit your system and start your heart and then turn it off and then turn it back on again.
I'll rush over there and heal.
You absolutely go to refresh. As water infuses itself upon Hoshiko's chest, you realize the lightning itself takes shape and form, that of a form of
Mark of fucking
serpent.
fatigue.
Indeed.
Sorry, what'd you say, Sakura?
The lightning takes a serpentine shape and begins to move out of the temple and into the sky itself, as it turns into that of a more elemental dragon of sorts, made entirely comprised of electricity. And it zips through the sky and into places you can't truly see past the barrier of fog. But it is free.
What did you do? Is she awake? After I healed her?
Yes.
Yeah, she immediately shouted, "What did you do?"
I think I may have unleashed a fire spirit. And
Fire?
also may or may not have gotten a cool sword. But I think it's
Cool!
okay,
What about the
because-
lightning dragon in the sky?
I mean, there's lighting everywhere. I wouldn't be that worried.
I don't think there was.
I mean,
You call that thing back down here and tell it to go back.
I mean, I could try.
And
Like
also,
the
don't do
water.
dumb shit like that again. It takes a lot of shit. It takes special water to heal you. I only have so much.
Well, not bad, I guess. I like go outside and.
Oh, you're outside.
Oh, can
Yeah,
I be
you got
like,
thrown out there. I rushed out.
I forgot that I just got tossed out like a rag doll.
It's a very cool ragdoll.
Picked up by the scruff of my neck and tossed out the window like a fucking, like I'm too drunk in a bar.
It's like if you decided to face check Bull for some reason, and it said, well, the laws of gravity dictate that you have to go flying now.
Newton said you're going that way.
At this point, you're trying to call it back?
Yeah, but like, hey, the fuck, bro?
There's
Like,
nothing
Lord.
from the sky for a moment. Do you continue is my question. Minutes go by and it's just like, no. But you could get a little angry. You could start shouting. Because right now you're just, calling out for it.
I could shout. I could be like, hey, I would like to yell, but my mother's just like,
Yeah, no, I got you.
real quick, let's
All I
mother's
needed was the acknowledgement, and so give me, once again, passion,
more
More
passion,
passion.
more passion, more energy.
less energy.
Oh, less energy.
Less energy.
8.
Less energy.
Whoa.
Uh, so, the sky crackles. Light begins to flitz here and there inside of the fog once more. And for a brief moment,
Oh wait, I would like to prepare to like redirect lightning if I could.
this is
I
this
feel
is
like
very
that's very
justified.
important.
It
Not again,
absolutely
not
is
again, not again.
because it goes to strike you for calling it back, but it does come back.
I would like to try to redirect it like back into the thingy. I don't know what it's called.
The pillar?
The temple. Yeah, the pillar. Whatever it came out of. I'm
Okay.
sending that motherfucker right back.
Roll me that skill so I can see it.
Dilly dilly. Wait. The skill is in.
The redirect lightning, yeah.
Okay. I have lightning strike. I don't know if this is the same. Direct
You have lightning strike?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's redirect lightning. You know, I figured lightning strike is.
No, that's arc lightning is for that. No, I would say.
Oh,
Well,
wait, yeah, it was arc lightning different. Oh shit.
yeah, arc lightning is you channeling it through your body.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Avoid the heart,
so
avoid the
if
heart,
you're
avoid
doing
the heart,
this
avoid the heart.
without doing that, I'm going
Wait,
to
okay.
say
Can I lightning strike
Yeah.
it back instead?
you could.
I
Would you like to?
absolutely will. Yes.
All right, roll me that skill.
Uh, okay. I can. How do I just roll this?
It should be a little dice thing next to the name of your ability.
It's not next to the ability. It's like in the it's so it's advance on attack with roll with passion, but it's not next to the
Correct.
skill. Okay, I'll just roll.
So yeah, it's probably
How many 8s am I gonna roll tonight?
At least, let me see here, 3. That's as far as you've gone thus far.
Have mercy.
Yeah. So at this point in time, as you go to hit it with lightning, uh, your two abilities clash in what is pure energy versus manifested energy that's been directed towards an entity made of it.
Bitch.
And as those words echo throughout the fog, a bright light sort of blinds anyone looking at this happening. So unless, for whatever reason, you closed your eyes and did this, which would denote its own penalty, and if you weren't looking at all of this for whatever reason, the two of you are blinded for a brief moment as light just kind of crackles here and there. And the creature goes sailing upwards into a very massive sort of light show in the sky. You hear a very enraged roar. And as you have this happen, the lightning cascades from where you were and moves in a straight-ish, sort of straight for a moment, then zigzags towards the air temple. And you hear a crash.
I don't feel so good about this anymore, chat. I don't feel so good.
You have lightning struck the air temple with a dragon made of lightning.
This feels
Did
like
you
I
can
should
see
not have
this?
done this. This feels like something I've done is bad.
Did you see all this go down? After
Uh,
healing?
so you went blind for a moment,
Mhm.
only to then your eyes adjust to see the dragon go up into the sky and then come back down, but not in its intended place. Instead, towards over the wall. And just from what you've seen, what's over that wall, and the crashing sound that you just heard, it hit the air temple.
God damn it! That's all you're gonna hear from Yuka, and she's running over to the air temple now.
I'm also running towards the air temple very quickly.
And as the two of you are running,
Wrong way.
we go back once more. No, well, you might be. Hold on, let me actually look to it.
I don't remember how to get there.
You just go down and to the right. Way right. You just hit that right until you hit a wall. And you're there. Nope.
Too
far,
right, too right.
Too right. Down.
Down? Oh.
Down. And don't worry, this will be, just stay right there, because most of the area is broken.
Yep.
And in front of you is a very sad duck.
Is this gonna be the to be continued part, I take it?
It is.
Hell yeah.
A very displeased duck, a broken air temple, and a hidden cavern filled with sentries that don't like people just traipsing in, especially when they tumble fall into it.
Tumbling down.
London Bridge is falling down.
How did London Bridges and Come Sweet Death
The
decide to work into this?
air
Um,
temples falling down,
my
falling
bad.
down. Air temples falling down.
I feel like it's a bad thing when the place called the Air Temple falls down, though.
I'm gonna go on
It's like-
record and say this is 100% my bad.
You know what? That's fair. That's pretty humble brag of you. We'll go with that.
I wouldn't say it's a brag. I wouldn't say this.
But yeah, we'll conclude things for now with the to be continued, as we are currently in the middle of Broken Temple and fight to the Sentry Death, possibly. I think, though, with the next part of this, the part 3, if you will, by the end of it, we will be asking you guys some questions, because we get new stuff. Not so much in the terms of your abilities, but things in return for your incredible tapping into your persons and what makes them tick. We're going to be advancing some of those skills of yours. I think outside of that, and I'll also be now having to create the duck. See if lightning can strike twice, like it did with with Raffi.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot Raffi was a thing.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, there is a
We
song
have
in a
a
Raffi.
We haven't been talking about him enough that I was like, oh wait, I have a little problem.
Just a little one. I mean, you know that there's just problems that's going to happen regardless for Kasha once she comes back to the land of the other living, simply
Yeah.
because you were attempted to be assassinated and that didn't stick, and that probably would make the assassins very angry.
Listen, you know who else I kind of forgot about?
You say your
Child.
Right.
I thought you put her in play. I thought that's the little
No.
problem that you missed.
No. She.
Poison.
No, I forgot about Raffi and the little girl. I kind of forgot they were characters.
Oh.
Gosh.
It's been so long. I have the memory of a peanut. I'm sorry.
You have an
Hey, Blood.
adopted child. Yes, story.
You have work. Wow, I don't know why it was weird for you to say my legal name. Just weird to hear Tori out of your mouth. That was funny. I just didn't know if you work next or need your work schedule for next week. If you could type it to me. Bye.
Wow.
Bye just meant I was muting.
Oh, okay.
You saying if
Oh,
I
no.
have my work schedule?
Yes, for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll tap into some things. I look forward to the part 3 for you guys returning from the spirit world, and
Speak it.
either that session or the session after it will be the completion of book 1, and you'll understand why when we get there. I feel like it's important to say because unlike characters in a story, you guys, as the actors of said characters in the story, need to know that at some point, either the session that comes up after this one or the next session, we will conclude at least this book or this season episode, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Wait, no, we gotta make it 9 or 10 episodes. Come on, it's gonna be 9 episodes next week.
Well, then it has to be
I'm
2.
good with that.
Oh, 9?
I need
Like that
10.
movie?
It'll
The
piss me
10th
off.
episode is the 10th episode is just the end. Okay, see you next week.
No, it's an OST. It's an OST. We all go have a beach day.
It's the bathhouse. I was gonna say the bathhouse.
Our bathhouse. But we
Yeah.
have one man with us, so that'll be a little awkward.
He can-
He's on the other side of the wall, like, so what's it like being a Pearl?
I am
That's the only other
babysitting all
kind
the-
character.
babysitting Tori's and Poy's animals.
Oh, gosh.
Oh god, I can see the Pearl and Peaches just chasing each other. Peach
I
like,
can
get in
see-
my mouth, get in my mouth, get in my mouth, get in my
Yeah.
mouth. Cause Fox.
I was gonna say I can see Peach chasing Raffi into a tree and him just trying to pull out his Glock, and Kosh is like, no, no. We do not use that on friends.
She's trying to eat me.
Remains to be seen.
You know what?
Got
You know
it,
what?
got it,
The 10th episode will be Adventures with Peach and the Pearl.
It's like it's like the episode when Appa went missing.
Yes.
It's the OVA
Gosh.
episode.
Not like this. All right, well, I'm down for it. All right, so yeah.
All right, let me end stream here. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining the session.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Thank you all for playing.
Oh wait, while we're at the ending screen, Sakura, give us in the next episode.
If I say I can't, literally everything in the next episode is a spoiler. Every single thing. I can't. Oh my
Or you
gosh.
can do one of those.
Prediction of the air
You can do
temple.
one of those goods. Will they fix the temple? Will they do? Like, do you?
Sakura,
Yeah,
Sakura,
okay,
I have
alright,
a quick
alright.
solution to your problem.
Oh.
Lie to the people. What I do all the time.
Oh. Yeah.
Or does that
Okay.
when she wants to build suspense for enemies and just
It's just completely separate from everything that's actually going to be happening. It's an intro song to an anime. That's what it is. We could try. We could try. Whenever I don't
Go for it.
I don't know.
Go. Action.
Oh, yes, action.
Action.
Rolling.
Action.
Wonderful. Lovely. So, in the next episode, possibly the final episode of Avatar Legends Eclipse, our heroes or villains, depending on your point of view and if you're building or not, may or may not be trying to solve the new problem of how does one put back together an air temple while simultaneously dealing with an angry hive of sentries made entirely of stone, guarding some sacred relic. Maybe a passing trinket, someone who simply forgot that they left their strange-looking placeholder on a stone underneath a temple. It happens. Regardless, the spirit world in this next segment will be forever changed by the actions these individuals take. Look forward to it.
Wow, we're gonna die.